They're nowhere in here. Let's give them a show. Right? I wanted to kind of reenact that feel of when you score a touchdown in front of thousands of people. It all takes you back to a story when I lived in Louisiana. My name is Cedrick Parker. I'm with the Medical Squadron, 944th. I'm a Senior Airman, and I am a part of the Commander Support Staff. With that, I'm an administrator, and we take on all kinds of responsibilities in relation to CSS functions, duty orders, compliance situations and concerns within our department. So it's a diaspora basically on the administrative side, just taking care of our people in the Medical Squadron. Well, definitely I'm an untraditional airman is what I like to call myself. I've been in the Air Force for 3 years now. I am 43 years old. Joining the Air Force was a process to go towards completing my purpose. And I started with my grandfather, he was in the Army. My father was in the Navy. So I think I did have some of that lineage in me. I started putting it together at the end of the day, and it all takes you back to a story when I lived in Louisiana. I was working on the roof with my father. Friends came by. They were riding their bike, what kids do, having a good time. And I was very, very respectful to my father. He was a hard man, reserved man. And at that particular point was my first time making a decision to go against my father's best wishes. So I jumped off the roof, jumped on the bike, went with my friends. And that day was probably the first day my father respected my decision in some ways. In shape or form. It was interesting. I couldn't believe it as I rode my bike away. And I never forget what he said. He said it in a lot harsher way, but I took it for what it was worth. He said, make sure you get a job helping people in a capacity where you're in an office, because this work on the roof is not for you. So that transitioned to a life of his own, and here I am now. My teenage years, he moved us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Culture shock. Wild, Wild West is what they called it. Anything goes. So I had to learn to fit in. I didn't know how to fit in anymore. The communication was different. The culture was different. Social norms were different. So I used sports as an outlet to communicate. And it worked out to a point, to the point it took me to Division I college, and the guys were bigger and stronger, right? That goal was accomplished. The bright lights, the touchdowns, the crowd, the screams, all that was great. So in essence, I wanted to kind of reenact that feel of when you score a touchdown in front of thousands of people, right? How do you get that feel? How do you get that thrill after you've done it, and the energy you get from it? And administrative kind of took place of those screams. I can hear them now in my ear of scoring touchdowns in front of lots and lots of people. So that's where that comes from. Sounds like the roar of the crowd to me, so I don't mind it, right? I'm gonna keep pushing. That's the thing. And I feel like I have a long way to go. And also, it keeps you young, right? Keeps you vibrant, right? It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Let's go. Let's go.